The house and the enchanted mirror disappear in a flash. Edgar Allan and Poe find themselves in the middle of a forest on a cold October morning. They look lost and begin walking when suddenly they fall into a deep pit. Ah! My pancreas! Now where in the world will they go? Edgar Allan and Poe!
Why did you do that, Alan? I'm right here behind your butt.
Edgar Allan and Poe have found a huge oak tree. It has mighty branches and looks very majestic. The three contemplate it from the ground.
Oh, look. What an amazing tree.
Indeed it is.
Now, why couldn't we have found that magnificent oak tree while we were still ravens?
Short memory again. We had a tree of our own, don't you remember?
Of course I remember. Too bad that old jet in the mirror didn't believe us. This is here, and this is now.
And the Empress, why she was...
Oh! Before I start crying again, let me remind you that you promised us first, faithfully made, that you would never, ever mention her again! You've done it twice since we've been human already!
I'm sorry, but her memory, when you can describe her in actual words and not bird talk, makes keeping quiet about her very, very difficult right about now.
When we lost her, it was like losing the whole world.
I cried for days!
God love the Empress.
Oh, we're just not the same now that she's gone.
What? She's not gone. We're just gone from her.
Same thing. We were never impulsive nor foolish while she protected us. We thought of everything before we ever acted because we acted like her.
You cannot act like a tree, Edgar.
She was no ordinary tree, and you know it.
We just never really appreciated her.
What makes you say that, mate? We act different, but we're down deep. We all have the same heart. Now, a human heart.
I'm beginning to doubt that a lot.
Oh, McQueen.
Come here. Look how quickly we picked up that third wish back in Master Potty's old house. We could have owned that house. But no. We had to go and pick the wish that was attached to the perch that was attached to the most food. Why did we ever do that?
I was hungry.
Right, because that's what a bird thinks with, don't you? With what he's got at the time he's got it. A raven is a bird with damn little brain.
Hey! Smarter than crows we are. Or, well, I guess I should say.
That shouldn't take much.
Yeah.
You know how stupid a crow can be.
But we're men now. So we got to stop crying over great trees that were more than trees and lost feathers and misspent wishes. Look on the bright side. What else did that old mirror say? That we're going to get smarter every day. It's up to you, Alan.
Brains ain't feathers, Governor. These things are going to take a little longer to... Oh, what's the word?
Grow?
Not grow, you idiot. Blossom.
Like a flower.
Well, I'd hope certainly better than a flower.
Yeah, besides, bugs go after flowers. Ow! Oh.
I guess that dear crazy old man in the mirror has a few bugs himself he never liked to mention out loud.
Well, he did seem very important standing in that mirror, holding that declaration. Whatever it was. Like, he stood for a big important cause or something.
And the guards got tired of waiting for him and picked up his parade and left. Hey, look at me, I'm starting to talk all fancy like. I guess that new thought process is really starting to happen.
Hey, I'm thinking of a better word to describe our new brains. Spread.
Spread! Edgar, dear boy, I hate to break this to you, but brains are not jam.
Oh, just love jam.
Will you shut up, please? When these brains really arrive, we're going to have to really learn how to use them.
Don't men use their brains right away?
That's a big part of the problem.
But how do we get up there?
Can't be that difficult.
What is Edgar
He has no idea, does he?
Boss, I've got some disappointing news for you.
What's that?
Just a brief reminder about the wings we don't have anymore.
Yeah. Can't forget that.
Big thing to forget.
So,
we're doomed! Doomed! Why are you always the pessimist in this group? Now what else did that enchanted mirror say?
Was I supposed to remember that?
Yes, Birdbrain, you are! We all are! Now think back and remember what he said. If we're not greedy again, the hearts we now possess will become wiser, and the brains we have will become stronger. I think that's what he said.
Well, that's nice sentiment anyway.
I have no reason to doubt him.
But I've no reason to trust him. Who trusts a reflection?
Man does. Potty did. First thing every morning, he'd primp like an aristocrat for hours in that mirror of his. If you remember our dear master's appearance, there was absolutely nothing to look forward to. And no bathing would ever change.
And the only thing more sour than his puss was his bloody posterior.
I used to hate it when he'd primp in that glass and that altogether of his.
So, what do we do now? We can't go and eat what we birds used to eat.
Very true.
We need a new type of nourishment.
So, we had to act smart, especially you, until the smart part arrives.
And do what?
Be a little wiser than we've been, and be compromising now and then, taking the advantage once again. Be a little wiser and an improviser, be a little wiser than we've been. Be a little smarter, instinct does for starters, maybe we can barter now and then. Figure out solutions, try some substitutions, maybe we can find solutions yes somehow. Figure out those solutions, try some substitutions, maybe we can find those solutions yes somehow. If we pass life's little test, take advantage with the rest, start defeating, do possess, we will win. Hidden blessings, bless them all, hidden blessings, great and small, hidden blessings, start recalling them. They saved us birds from falling when we thought the world had turned itself so very upside down. What are you doing?
I feel smart already.
Yeah, likewise.
Me too! Everybody's smart! What?
Ow! You'll open and close your mouth at the same time. You bite your tongue.
Be a little clever, encyclopedic never, leave a little humble in your soul. Pretend you need some answers, cause every comes a dancer, leaving that old humbug in control. Figure out solutions, try some substitutions, you can find solutions, yes somehow. Until brains arrive, this is how we must survive. I'm telling you now, birds of common feather find solutions all together in shine or rainy weather every day. In shine or rainy weather every day.
You really are getting smarter.
The words just started falling in my head, they did.
Very nice, very nice. So we used the brains we're developing.
And look for hidden blessings.
Stop. What's a blessing?
Don't you remember what Master Potty had said? That he was our hidden blessing, that little thing that the Creator gives to everything and everybody to make it advantageous to other things. In this case, other trees.
Okay, Governor. So tell me, what particular hidden blessing does that particular tree possess?
3 words are coming into my mind that answers your question. They're forming quite nicely.
Well, and those 3 words are?
3 words are all the same. Something called location, location, and location.
I don't think being smart means repeating itself.
Maybe you're dumb if you don't repeat yourself enough. What do you think a raven cries out before he flies? Lots of times before he flies.
I don't know.
Okay, how many full-size trees do you see?
1. That tree.
And if there's only one full-size tree within sight, might there be someone willing to buy this wood from this one single tree, giving them what humans use to survive?
But we have to cut it up first.
Not necessarily. My brain is beginning to kick in here.
That could be dangerous.
And
Hey,
painful.
look, bird brain. We pretend we own this tree.
And then what?
But we have two prices. One for the wood as it sits there upon that tree, and one if we three have to cut it up first.
Well, we three have nothing to cut it up with. Not even sure I could if I did.
You know that, and I know that. But the stupid farmer coming up the road yonder doesn't.
Oh, brilliant! Those Brian Samira promises are really kicking in now, eh?
Well, ours is.
Possibilities, you're not full of bloody praise. You're a